Hey. Welcome to Unplug Cigars, Coffee, and Conversations. I'm your host, George Outlaw. And as always, we want to welcome you here to Element Cigar Lounge, 8349 Indianapolis Boulevard, here in Highland, Indiana. And as always, we have some amazing sponsors: LT Mechanical, Vibe Coffee, and Ed Frank Cigars, right? So, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a session, right? We're going to call it the Revamp Relations section, session, right? This couple, they've been with us before, and they gave some amazing advice. We had fun, so we just thought it would just be appropriate to bring them back to catch up on what's been going on. And we're going to toast to with a Strong Island before I introduce. Woo woo! So I want you guys to put your hands together for Lawrence and Jaleesa Reynolds, y'all. Come on now.
Thank you.
I know what's going on.
We're back.
I know y'all back. Yeah, we got Beyond Faye and Jay-Z, they back, right? They're gonna tell us how to get it done, right? The second time around. How y'all been doing?
We're doing great.
We're good. Busy.
Yeah.
Good.
Really?
We've expanded the practice since I can't remember how many therapists we had last time we were here.
Probably four.
Probably four. And now we have 15.
15
15
therapists
therapists
that's working with you guys?
that's working with us.
Oh wow, we'll clap on that. All
And
right.
actually, our first therapist was somebody who was like really, really special to me. She was my boss and became my friend and pushed me to go back to get my master's, and so much is there. But she was our first hire,
hmm
and she just took the leap to leave the job that we were at, where she was my boss. And so she left there, and now she's with us full time.
Oh wow.
And she's here with us today.
Oh hey.
Tiffany.
Hey
Connors.
Tiff. What's going on, Tiffany?
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Great.
So she's therapist number one?
She's number one.
She's number one. Okay. Now, because, I only have a PhD. As a therapist working with your team, okay, what y'all doing? What's she doing?
She's doing therapy. She's doing the work. And actually,
Well, I don't know.
her work specifically, and I'll let her speak.
Yeah.
But, she helps a lot of women heal from unhealthy relationships that they've been in, especially with narcissistic men or women. But she helps them heal and recover so that they can do their internal work before they go and find the person that they're really supposed to be with.
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, give me an example of that, Tiffany, Dr. Tiffany, or how shall I address you for the rest of the evening?
Miss Jenny, if you asked it.
You better say that on the mic. Grab the mic.
Miss Jenny.
Grab it. I can't hear you, eh?
Hello, George.
Hi, how are you?
I'd like to know.
Um, what is it? Okay, they said that. What you doing? I don't know what a therapist does. All right, excuse me. I'm sorry. Tell me what you guys do.
Well, what I do is we're kind of like an extra layer of support for people.
Mm-hmm.
We offer recommendations,
Mm-hmm.
listen to you, try to understand you, offer any insights you might have missed in your own experiences.
Mm-hmm.
The client leads the therapy. The client does the work. We're just there to support and offer encouragement and resources.
Really? Oh wow. So do you guys got to follow HIPAA where it's like, girl, can you believe what this dude just told me or what this girl just told me? Blah, 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 blah. Or is it patient client privilege?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It's all
Maybe that's
confidential.
why I didn't get the
Yeah, it's
job.
It's all,
confidential.
yeah, you can't be running your mouth. You get sued.
Oh, that's why I didn't get the job because, yeah, I was like, man, I can't believe this. Right? He was clipping his toenails and then scratching her on the back with him.
Hmm.
Y'all get that kind of stuff?
It's confidential.
Really?
And go catch us slipping.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now we get some of everything with the 15 therapists that we have. We do we relationships, single
Families.
people healing from relationships,
Oh, wow.
families, self-esteem, anxiety, depression. I'm in the process of
Horses.
doing the certification for ADHD. Now we work with kids, like we got everything. We got 2 suites now.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
You guys are in South Holland, right? Oh,
we moved.
oh wow, that's
We're in
cool.
Homewood now.
Okay, that's cool. Well, y'all work with little kids too?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Just sit your little ass. I mean, shit. You not my daddy. I know. So how's it work with the little kids? That's got to be different, right?
I'm not working with them.
Who's
right
working
now.
with them? Tiff, you working with the little kids?
No.
Lawrence, you
Uh-uh.
working with
I'm
the
not
little
working with
kids,
little
man?
kids. No, we have therapists that's we have a few therapists that specialize, so they see um, teenagers and smaller children.
Uh-huh.
And then we have therapists. She does Shannon
Neurodivergent
neurodivergent
counseling.
counseling
The hell is that?
with children.
So
Autism spectrum disorder.
Wait a minute, what?
It's another term for autism spectrum
Oh,
disorder.
okay. Whew, man.
you like what?
I hope I ain't got that. Oh,
You
okay.
might. I don't know.
You never know till you know.
Yeah.
Get tested, everybody.
So you guys been doing, man,
We've been busy.
y'all been busy. Okay, so for those who may not be familiar with the revamp relationship part of it, explain that.
Revamp relationships. That's the name of our practice. So it started off with me working for myself, doing individual therapy for couples, individuals, a lot of self-esteem, and just working to improve the relationship that you have with yourself and the people that you care about.
Mm-hmm.
After being I was by myself for about how long?
Uh, two,
I don't know.
three,
A
three
couple
years.
years.
3 years.
It's hard.
3 years.
Time is real crazy
Right.
these days, but um, we expanded, and so Tiff came on. A few other therapists came on at one time. It was about 4 when we were here. And
Right.
so me and my husband started working together. He had this is like his third career, his third life. Made a career pivot, and it's just been great. We service the community. We offer all of these therapy services in person, virtually, and the good thing about virtual is that we can see anybody in Illinois, and even Indiana
Really?
too. Yeah, we can see
Oh,
people
wow.
in Indiana um, if they come to Illinois. But I'm licensed in Indiana, but I'm not seeing Illinois right now.
Oh, okay. Lawrence,
Yes, sir.
come on, man. I mean, these beautiful sisters, they're telling me from their perspective. You, bro, do you deal with brothers and where they're at, maybe with their brokenness or um, encouraging them or what, man?
Yeah. I mean, that's just that's my regular life right there. That's not even within the practice.
Uh,
Um, the friendships that I've had, that I have, and the things that I've built, the friendships that I've built over the years, and even new ones. It's important to do that work. I've done that work with myself,
right.
and it makes life a lot lighter.
Right.
a lot easier, understanding yourself, dealing with whatever things you got going on because it's affecting somebody else.
Right.
Uh, Being a husband and a father, I'm cognizant of that because I got it. My kids are watching me. My son watches me.
Oh
He
yeah, yeah,
mimics me. So if I'm not in control of my emotions,
yeah.
I
Right.
can't tell him one thing and do another. And that's one of the biggest things about therapy is having that. Not only do you have it with your therapist, but you want to have those healthy relationships around you
Right.
to support you and everything. So,
Last night I was out at shout out to White Smoke and Ash, a cigar lounge out in Crest Hill, and the owner, Brother Don White, he had a session. It's called Fireside Chat, I think it was, right, and it was a group of brothers, right, about 20 of us, and the subject was um, being accountable as a man, and also recognizing when you mature or are you mature, right? And it got real deep, man. And that question is like, okay, are you a mature man, right? So as, as a therapist, if someone was to come and say, well, hey man, um, how do I know I'm a mature man? How would you like direct that?
first, it'll be understanding their definition of maturity.
Uh-huh.
It can look a lot of different ways for people, a
Okay.
lot of different ways. So that's one thing with. I'm a big person about words, making sure because just because we're saying the same word, don't mean we have the same
Same
meaning
feeling.
behind it.
Right.
So understanding what they what they think maturity looks like.
Hmm.
So that'd be a first start for myself. Um, I, I would, I mean, it's kind of separate for me. It's like identifying what you think a man is, identifying what you think maturity is.
Right.
That's going to be going down kind of like
The rabbit
uh,
hole.
not a rabbit hole, but a
Uh-huh.
timeline
Yeah.
because your life has shaped you. Everything
Yeah.
around you has shaped you, your thoughts and things like that. So it's not about me telling me. It's not about me telling you you're a mature man if you believe in it.
Do you
Do
believe
you
it?
believe you're a
Right.
mature man?
Right.
Are you have because we all have a picture idea of what if I say, do you want to be successful? You say, yeah. I have an idea what you got a picture in your head what it looks like. So same with maturity, you have an idea what that looks like. So starting with that and seeing what that looks like, helping you gather the tool set, whatever you need to take those steps to accomplish those goals.
Right.
Because if you're asking the question, then you don't feel like you're there yet, or maybe you are there and you just hard on yourself. You got a
Right.
perfectionist problem or something like that. So there's a lot of ways it can go.
Yeah. That's dope. I'm looking at the shirt and with Muhammad Ali, and he had a quote years ago where he said, "If you're 50 and you're still doing the stuff you did at 30, you didn't just wasted 20 years."
Sounds like true for me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So think about
20
it. If
years
you're
doing the same
50
thing. I
and
ain't
you're
doing the same
still,
thing I was doing last year.
yo, I know, right?
So we gotta keep evolving and changing. But one thing that we just said I wanted to harp on was that like you asking that question, it's like it's not just a simple answer. And one thing about therapy is, especially the age that you're going in. I'm 39 years old. If I've never been to therapy before, I got 39 years of stuff to
Unpack.
go unpack, weed
Right.
through, and taking that in sections. So it's not uh, a quick thing, but it's really just up to the individual about, hey, if you do the work,
Mm.
just like if you go to the gym, you'll see the results. If you don't go, you know, you won't see. So it's just one of those things. A lot of times people can get in their head that I just need help with this. And they sit down and get to talking. It's like,
Right.
yeah, that's the least of your problems.
Right. 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 Wow. Hey, we got a question out there. Go ahead, bro.
I got shout out and a question.
Shout out.
So the shout out is from Ronel Del Rio. He's the guy who owns Brims and Heels, Mobile Cigar Lounge. He said, I love the podcast. Um, Another question. At what point did you realize you wanted to help other people or other couples strengthen their relationships?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I
Uh-oh.
do an undergrad. So originally I was going to be a teacher. I thought I had like a that's a Raven moment and saw myself 20 years, 30 years down the line, older. And I'm like, I'm not getting down cleaning kindergarten snot noses and stuff. And so I thought about how I wanted to help people, who I wanted to help. Originally, it was kids. I love working with kids. A lot of my work experience,
It's
I
with
worked in
children.
psychiatric inpatient hospitals on the west side of Chicago and all kind of stuff. And one thing I noticed in that environment was these kids come in sometimes straight from home, sometimes literally in their school uniform
Oh,
on
wow.
gurney,
Right.
straight out of school. And 2 weeks with us in the hospital, they do okay. They're fine. They're regulated. They go home. Sometimes I've seen kids come back the same day before the weekend is over, like they're right back doing another 2 week stint. And it's like, how is this happening? How do we get you? You were just fine. And
Mm.
it's like it's the system that we're putting them back into. It's the homes, it's
Mm.
the parents, it's the families. Like you're getting help, but when you go back into a system that's still broken, still triggering you, still unhealthy, then of course you're gonna wind up back here. Probably because this is the healthiest place you have.
Right.
And so if I wanted to help these kids for real, that meant helping their families, helping their systems, helping the couples.
Mm.
And that just grew like that. I love. Like I be trying to be hard up or whatever, but
Yeah, I know.
I love it or whatever.
Was that another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello from Smoking Pistol Lauren.
Uh,
She says, what are some of the signs that people may be blind to that might be signs that you're in need of therapy? What are some of the signs that people may be blind to that might be signs that you're in need of therapy?
I'm gonna let you answer this one, but I'm just gonna give this one blanket answer. Everybody needs therapy. Period. Point blank. If you say you don't need therapy, you need therapy. Everybody needs it. Therapists need therapy.
Ah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
No, that's good to know. Everybody needs therapy.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. I think that if you haven't done it, you should at least try it one time. But one time, I think rarely does the trick because it's like any other provider. You don't just go to the doctor one time and be like, well, that doctor didn't fit with me, so I'm never going to the doctor again. Or that hairstylist or any other provider that you're going to see. So you got to find your right fit. Um, but people need people. I'm a firm believer in that. Like you don't get through this life alone. And sometimes, you might have your friends and you might have your family, but it's nothing like a confidential. I mean, where it's like I can sue you for some of my business. You can't do that with your friends and family. But a place that's confidential, dedicated, because 24 hours in a day, you rarely get one for yourself. So at least get in that 1 hour a week to have a safe space to process whatever's going on is standard across the board. But I think that sometimes we feel like, well, I ain't quote unquote crazy, I don't have depression or anxiety, and so I don't need to go to therapy. But it's a lot of everyday stuff that people can go to therapy for. Get it out of your own way. Get it out of your own way. When you feel like I know what to do, but I just can't, or I'm good at giving advice, but I can't take my own advice, then you stuck. Therapy can help you get unstuck. Your goals in life, if you're struggling to get to your goals, whether they're career, relationships, personal, fitness, your therapist can help you do the work to get to those goals. I have helped clients go from fearful thoughts to full blown businesses. Like we're launching businesses. I mean, I had to do it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
this business didn't build itself, but we didn't pay and outsource people to build the website and to do this and that. We did all of that.
Mm.
And so it's like now your insurance man, you do 50 minutes a week and we working on goals.
Right.
We're working on your confidence. We're working on you commanding the room with you feeling your self worth increasing to the point where you can go in your job now and stand 10 toes down when you want that raise and when you know that you deserve it. Therapy does stuff like that. And so people don't always see the day to day simple stuff that can really transform their life. Sometimes for free. Maybe for free.
Let me ask this question, and I'm gonna apologize in advance for stating it this way. Uh, if you go, should a man see a male therapist, and should a woman see a woman therapist?
No, I think that unfortunately it is a lot of it's not as many people out here. It's not as many providers, and so you have to go with your top criteria. So for me, it's not necessarily about a man or a woman, but if I'm looking for somebody, I want somebody who's gonna specialize in what I'm struggling with. So if you're coming out of a relationship and you feel broken and you need to heal from that, and you reach out to us, I'm gonna point you to Tiffany because that's what she specializes in. Like if you are going to a medical provider and you need a cardiologist, you're gonna go to the cardiologist and you're gonna go to the general practitioner. You're gonna go to your specialty. So find what you're looking for. Find a provider that fits with that. Insurance, for one. A lot of people in our community, they want people that look like them. It's not a lot of us out here.
Right.
It's not. Somebody that's qualified. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people out here doing therapy or doing serving populations and niches that they don't have training for. And so I have so many people who have done couple therapy time and time again with people who weren't qualified, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
we barely hanging on now
Mm-hmm.
by the time we get to you.
Okay, because I have an issue, right?
Uh,
I have several, right? But I'm just gonna share this,
okay.
right? I don't understand, Tiffany, for the life of me. First, let me ask you a question, Tiffany, right? And there is a wrong answer. Okay, let me just preface it by that. Okay, Mary J. Blige or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
I'm about to say it's definitely a wrong answer. You ain't lying about that.
Wait, what did you say?
I don't even know what the real question is, but Whitney Houston.
Mary J. Blige.
Wait.
You think Mary J. Blige can out-sing Whitney Houston?
Hell yeah.
Whitney Houston
Doc?
is dead and
Yes.
still from the grave. sing
No,
better than Mary J. Blige.
no. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Right.
See,
These are the signs that he needs therapy.
no. These are the signs. No. Whitney or Mary J. Maybe I need to switch it, right?
What's the question? Finish the question.
It's a statement. Okay, the question is, who is the all-around best performer of all time between the legendary Mary J. Blige and Whitney Houston?
That's a
Whitney Houston.
period.
Thank you.
What are you basing performance on? Because good singing is performing to me, and Whitney could just stand there, and I would be enjoying myself. Seeing Mary barely shuffle along like she don't even want to be there. You know, I mean, but neither one of them. But you said between the two.
You're not a good doctor. I'm not coming to see you. I'm not. No. Okay, do we have any questions out there?
Yeah.
I know, right? Oh, we got it?
We got one in the
Yeah.
audience.
Let me ask this, and I'll get the mic over to them. Mark,
Yeah. That's cool. I love what you guys are doing. And you guys are young, right? Because I don't even think you're 40, are you?
okay, here's the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, George. What do you believe are the key ingredients of a healthy, lasting relationship?
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Everybody put your seatbelts on.
I feel like I've been talking a lot, so I'm gonna let you have it first.
Key ingredients.
Oh, oh boy.
Keys, number one is God. Um, that's yeah. Number one is God. Oh, so many good things. I'm just gonna rail off a few. Vulnerability, transparency. Um, those are very very high. I know we talk about a lot about communication and things like that, but until we can get to that vulnerable and transparent space, the communication just it don't go through. Um, Honesty, but again, that falls on the transparency to me. That's I prefer transparency over honesty. Which look at like if I ask you a question, you'll be honest, but if I don't ask you, you're gonna tell me about it. So
Yeah.
man, I don't know. Try,
Go ahead, man. Say it, man.
I'm sitting here thinking about my marriage and my relationship. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I
that's
my
what we
best
want to
friend.
hear
Like,
about.
find your best. You gotta like each other.
Oh, come
like,
on, man.
like for real, you gotta like each other. Like you have to say, oh, your deal breakers, you got to stick to them. If it's your deal breaker, not because they look a certain way or they got a certain, if it's your deal breaker, then head out. You got to have deal breakers to know when to head out. I think a lot of us get caught up in situations. I've been caught up in situations in relationships I should have not have been in way too long. Because it's like, oh, it's a good time.
Okay, but I'm waiting on him to come get me.
Oh,
That's my husband.
oh. Uh-oh. Do I smell an argument?
These
What
No,
are
no, I'll
those?
just, I'll just.
But yeah, you gotta have your deal breakers, follow them, and find somebody you like. Like you gotta find out what you gotta really stick to what's important. What's important, what you value. You guys have to share the same values.
Mm,
And I got lucky because I got a good person that's fine too. So it took me a couple of tries to get there, and I finally found it. So,
mm,
but it really what's crazy is because I'm on the other side of this, and this is a new experience for me. I've never been to. I just told her like what last week, like I didn't even realize you could be this happy. Like I've never experienced this level before. I'm like we've been in a really great pocket. Like we've been
Oh,
this has been nice.
Oh.
So
Don't be a hater, George.
it's just those things, and it's like when you get here, it's like man, this is real easy. This is real simple. Like for real.
You do the hard work on the front end and understand each other.
right.
It's work. It's work.
There you go. That's what I want to hear about. It's work.
Absolutely.
It's work.
But it's going to be done one way or the other. The time is going to be taken. You're going to
Yeah.
put the time in, get that communication blueprint down. And so to piggyback off of him, trust. And just because trust, so, it's people out there who are in relationships where trust has been broken, you can rebuild trust. It takes a lot of work. And I have a very real conversation from my
Oh,
couples
wow.
about that.
Mhm.
Come in for that. But trust, be a safe space. I have to feel safe with you.
Right.
Vulnerability. I have to be able to communicate with you both ways. The man, the woman, the whatever, both people, how many people. Being able to feel safe enough to be vulnerable. I can share my feelings with you that I don't maybe even care to share with the outside world. And you're going to hear me. I know that you're going to try your best to hear me, to understand me, and to meet my needs as long as it doesn't cross any lines. I'm not asking you to do anything crazy, but you're going to hear me, you're going to support me. And if we can do that with each other, we can compromise. We have a communication blueprint. I tell people, you play as myself too. It's not about perfection. Do you have a blueprint where we know how to talk, hear each other, respond in a healthy way, and actually come to a compromise because we're not caught up in a whole argument cycle. A lot of couples come to therapy because they can't do that. And we do that first because if we can't talk through a problem, then we can't fix anything. So before we can talk about anything, we need to know how to talk. So the communication blueprint is at the core. So those are some of the things that it takes for this typical, healthy relationship.
I used
So
to call it over talking. No, you want me to over talk?
over
Like,
talk.
no, over, like, you want me to just say extra words? But no, it's communicating. I get it now. I ain't get it then.
Oh, okay, we got a question over here.
My question is, I think it's just in general, how do you convince other men to, try therapy in the event that we live in a culture sometimes where men feel like it may be, more, what I mean? Like men aren't necessarily being heard a lot in relationships. The woman is always right, stereotype type of thing. So how do you convince men to actually go to therapy
That's a good question.
be heard, so to speak?
I don't really convince men to do too much uh, because you gotta want it. But in that realm, I just be the example, and it's like these are the I'm whatever anything that I've used in my life to help me get further along. I'm gonna share that. Just like when I like if I walk past a guy and he smell good, hopefully he shares. Because sometimes some people be gatekeepers. Like, man, what's that scent you got on? Where do you get that? You can't get this nowhere. I'm like, come on, man. Like, okay, ain't nobody else smell like you. Anything that has helped me in life, I'm sharing. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it. So for me, I have no problem being open, being vulnerable with anyone, and sharing things because that's just how free I am. And I can recognize things with other men. So the convincing part is just me having that dialogue, me being genuine with you because when you're ready to go there, it's like I'll help you, and I've helped some brothers, and it's like they've known me for a little bit of time, and it's like I let them, that's what I do. I can check your insurance for you if you wanted me and things like that. So, but I think it's more so just sharing my life experience because our experience is going to be real similar. We're black men. There's going to be a lot of similar things that I've been able to work through. Go ahead.
Now, reverse that question and pose it to the women,
Mm-mm.
the ladies, in the event that you have women that never feel that they're wrong. How do you prevent that type
Oh
of
boy,
Say
women that don't think
if
they
you have
wrong.
women in the therapy sessions that don't feel like they're ever wrong?
Oh
How
boy.
do you combat that?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't do it.
I'm very so I'm direct, and I tell people out the gate as part of my little spiel that I do for couples. I am not here for one person or the other. Like I'm here for you guys to have the kind of relationship that you want to have. And everybody's going to have work to do. So as nobody is coming out of a session with me feeling like, oh, I don't got no work to do. You got homework, you got homework. Even if the homework looks differently, you might need to give more grace. You might need to be more patient. You might need to explain more. You might need to give that man five when he asks for five. So accountability is huge. You don't escape that in the therapy room when you have a good therapist.
They try to though.
You can be enabled all around you. Your friends do that, and your family can do that. We're not about that. I get bored too quick, so we gonna work.
There it is.
So you will have work to do.
Got a
I don't know.
question.
Did I answer you? You like you keeping these bitches in mind? Yes, I am.
We had a question out there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff online.
Oh boy.
This is a good question. How do I decide whether or not a therapist is the right fit for myself and or my child?
You want to answer that one?
Come on, dog.
I really don't.
You really got
You
it.
got to. You got to.
Well, I'll give you. Thanks. Um, I can tell you because I have a child, and during COVID, when we had to quarantine and stay home, we were doing individual therapy and family therapy. And something I look for, of course, as a black woman, you want someone who knows your particular struggles and who's going to know what your child is going through in their particular demographic and someone your child's going to be comfortable with. I want to make sure they got all their stuff. So I want to make sure people are licensed and they have everything that they're supposed to have. They have their degrees. Um, there's nothing shady about them, so you do your research. And then you want to just, again, like Jaleesa said, you have to look for the therapist who offers the specialty that you're looking for, whatever challenge it is. And then from there, it is literally like finding a dentist or a hairdresser or a nail tech or anybody else. You have to go to them once or twice. You have to communicate with them and see if they will listen to you and make any changes. Um, if they're making any sense, how they communicate, when they communicate, because for a child, the child usually sits in on a therapy session alone. So you want to make sure that you have someone that is trustworthy, and then the parent comes in as needed in the sessions. But for yourself, it's all the same. You just want to make sure that the person has the right credentials, because we know online there's a lot of people talking about big doctors and all kinds of stuff. So you want to make sure that they're
That was cold. That was
you want to make
cold.
sure that
I
the
know what she
license is up to date, that they are aware of the different modalities of treatment, and they specialize in whatever it is that you would like assistance with. And then when you meet with them, it has to be a good fit. If they have all of those other things, how comfortable are you talking to them? Do you feel a connection? Is a therapeutic rapport being built? And then by the second or third session, if you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, you should say that to your therapist. Maybe they don't know and maybe they will make changes, but just like any other service provider, if you don't like it, then try someone else. So just like
Don't
Jaleesa
quit.
says, don't quit. Just like Jaleesa says, like the doctors, like you don't just stop going to the doctor if the first three didn't work. You're gonna keep trying. But you might wait in between time longer and longer because of the anxiety or trauma you felt. But yeah, you just have to do your research and you have to trust your discernment.
That's cool.
All right, I got a punch.
I know, right?
Yeah. Stephen Tucker says, send love to everyone smoking the city cigar club.
Stephen
Sean
Tucker.
Davis says, what do you admire about your spouse today that you didn't fully appreciate when you first met?
Oh boy. Give him
I
room.
want to hear this.
Anytime you
this
start
is-
with
I see how I should put this.
it's unplugged, man. Let it out. Let it out.
George.
So recently, my wife, I went and saw a psychiatrist,
Psychiatric nurse practitioner.
psychiatric nurse practitioner. I knew it was a long title. And she got diagnosed with ADHD.
You posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, she posted it.
it on Facebook.
And so
Is that contagious? Should I move? What the
yeah, I
hell?
told
You might
she
have it
passed it
already,
on to me.
Oh,
You already got it.
Right.
I got it. All right, cool. Then it's all right. Then it's a good thing.
But this, at 30 blank years old, this is this was news to her, news to me. So something we've been reading, learning about, and everything else, and it was so intriguing. So going back to when we first met, it explained a lot of things, but throughout the process, I just found out this week, I've come to just accept her for who she is and love every piece of it, because even like she's a go getter in all aspects.
Right.
And so that's going to show up in a lot of places, though. The thing she did with oh man, we changed our wedding, and she had a vision, and I'm just like, okay, what you need me to do? I'm like, all right. She had a vision, and I mean, we did our wedding our way, how we wanted to, and it was great. I mean, like it went viral and stuff like that.
Really?
Because we decided to change from basically, paying for a $20,000 wedding to just going to the courthouse. But we still had the things that we wanted there, the people we wanted there, and stuff like that. And so it just made more sense for us. And then instead, we went on 2 honeymoons.
That's
So,
good.
but it was just like having that idea,
Yeah.
and doing that, and then it's like after in between, there's many projects in between, so she can get a lot done. And so for me, I'm just like a one step at a time person. Like I just do, So it was a lot, but it was like it's something I appreciated, and I
Right.
appreciate even more because sometimes it can be frustrating when I communicate and I understand it. But as we work through it, without even knowing, like, oh, and I'm pretty sure I got a little bit. I'm gonna go get tested soon too, because
It seems like balance is the key in any kind of relationship. You got to have that balance, right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
if you eat when you usually they call it the yin and yang equally
Yeah.
yoked, like your weaknesses is my strength and vice versa.
Right.
I think I just said this other day, we get an idea sometime in our head of what we want our person to be instead of just accepting them for who they are and understanding them fully.
Right.
Because just because somebody does something a different way, like people say, like, "Oh, I don't like the way he chew," or something like that. And it's like,
Right.
what is that going to stop him from being a good person, treating you how you're supposed to, and things like that, or just little things like that. So
That's cool. We got to.
I want to know, how do you handle giving advice not only to adults but to children? Because we live in a different world now. So when you're giving the advice, typically we'll give the advice based on how we were raised in during our time. But these kids that we see now are being raised totally different than how we were. So how do you give advice to the new school kid? You know what I mean? That's not even familiar with how we were raised.
You mean in therapy or in general?
Therapy. Yes.
oh, okay.
So technically, what therapists will say is like, we don't give advice. Uh, but did you have that directed to someone? Um, with kids, it's like the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's like it looks different. They on a surface level it shows up different, but at the core of it, they want love. They want to explore. They want to figure out who they are. They want to make their own decisions. So a lot of this stuff is at the core. So even though we presented differently and thinking we was doing something like our parents, they knew what it was. Um, and so, in terms of communicating with them, for one, we gotta stay a little young. I gotta know the lingo. I got a little hipster at home. She's what 16. I'll be like, what's this acronym mean? You might have to look up some things, but staying fresh. Honestly, kids are superficial. Kids are superficial, so I'll tell my therapist one of the easiest ways to kind of get the buy-in of the kid is just to look cool. Don't have no busted shoes on because they gonna talk about shoes.
Oh wow. Right.
Real bad. Chicago kids gonna eat you up. But sometimes that just works with it. They're like, oh, I'll open up playing games, doing creative things with boys. I put some gym shoes on, play some basketball. I ain't know what I'm doing, but if I can get you to answer a question, if I make a shot, we in there.
About what?
Well,
Tough love.
That ain't our job.
Right.
Well, it's it's not quite the. It's far from the parent when it comes to therapy. I mean, and we will collaborate with parents and everything, but um, we do aim for the healthy side of things, of course. So it's not like we gonna let a kid start crashing, burning, and doing all kind of at-risk things. We can't make anybody do anything. We can't make a grown person do anything, a kid do anything, but we will help them based on the therapeutic framework that we're working with to have the tools, to have to develop the tools to have the healthy life that they want. So having those conversations with parents, and it's okay to let your clients know when maybe we need to think about this. We need to look at this. When you have a certain relationship with them too, sometimes you can have more
Kinda
casual
smooth
language
it
and be
down.
like, "Well, that was pretty fucked up. What do you think about that?"
Right, right.
And they have that relationship with you, and so you can go there with them. Confrontation is a tool that therapists use, where we will highlight, you saying this, but you acting like this. So that's a tool that we use to highlight discrepancies. I'm gonna call you out. And it might be a little gentle based on where you're at and maybe where our relationship is, and it might be, look, we've been doing this for 2 years. I had a friend who told me, and obviously this is a therapy thing. He's like, friend, I'm tired of my shit. Me too. I'm tired of your shit too. I'm glad we're here. So what we gonna do? Because I've been waiting. And I say that to a client too.
Damn, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
You're the fighting
My
doctor.
supervisor in my master's program said that she had to train me how to put a velvet glove over my
Put a
iron
velvet
fist.
glove on. Man. Wait, let me ask a question because this is all sunshine and rainbows and it's beautiful. But I got one damn question, right? Lawrence, is there anything that she doesn't know about you and vice versa? Or y'all just freaking open all the way down?
100% completely open.
That is some rare shit. So
wait. So what you're saying is you have secrets you keep from your wife, George?
Yeah.
this ain't about me.
Thank you for bringing that
This
up.
ain't about me. I'm trying. I just
You got a mic.
wait a minute. I got a mic. So I'm just hold on, doctors and doctors out there. Let's keep it real. There's some of you all that you don't tell your significant other everything. Would that be fair?
Absolutely.
Right.
All up and through.
Sucks for them.
Right.
Shopping secrets. I'm having these packages.
Okay,
Baby, I need you to carry all 10 of them in.
okay, but Lawrence is an open freaking, so she knows everything.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised.
But do you tell Lawrence everything?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, this is some new kind of
Because
love.
why? I mean, but you gotta remember too that we were married previously to other people. This ain't our first rodeo.
Oh, damn it,
Yeah.
that's right. You all,
So
this
look,
y'all second marriages,
take
right?
all these cards. Take the cards, look at them because
God damn it, I forgot about
you
that.
gotta be able to work with this deck.
Because I ain't doing this again.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
We were real intentional.
Oh.
Even for myself, like I wanted someone. I was dating women that were previously married. I wanted someone that had children. Like I wanted certain.
You wanted some little kids?
Yeah. Because I wasn't about to have none.
Oh no.
I was at like 35, 36. It was what? 36,
Oh man, that's the best time, man.
Nah,
Shit.
No. I got
To have kids?
Hell yeah.
I got a break set up.
Oh, I forgot.
Her ex-husband, I'm friends.
Oh, damn it. I'm leaving. That's the show. What? In what damn country does this shit happen in?
We live completely out the box. Like our son, he had a birthday, and he had a friend there, and the friend's grandpa called after and was like, "I just love your family, like the fact that your ex-husband was there and his girlfriend and her kids and." It's like, yeah, that's what we do.
Ooh, I wish I could pull that shit off. Wait a minute. Wait. So you and your ex-husband are friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some new kind of love right there. That I need.
But George,
That's dope.
But George, in those situations, like who says it has to be adversarial?
I'm not saying it's adversarial. It's just.
I think it's healthy when you have kids involved. It's a healthy perspective in terms of raising a kid.
Okay.
So my wife is friends with, gets along with my son's mother. It's a healthy, interaction.
Wait, your wife gets along with your son's
Yeah.
mother. Oh, okay.
So, but
I'm new to this shit. I mean, that's
George,
why I'm here.
George, I got a ton of questions.
Okay, give me a ton of answers.
Interesting one. Do men or women tend to be more needy in a search for companionship?
Women.
Oh, now you got the mic, huh?
I'm just.
Men or women, who tends to be more needy in the search for companionship?
Ooh wee.
In the search for companionship.
Men are more needy.
Oh boy.
I don't understand the question.
I don't
Is
even
it search for companionship or something else?
Go ahead, Doc. Come on. Make some sense
I'm
to
saying,
it.
is it search for companionship or is it for something
Read
else?
the question, real slow.
And what's the purpose of the question?
Yeah.
Do men
why
or
does it
women
matter?
tend to be more needy for companion?
Oh, for
For
needy.
companionship.
They equally as needy.
Yeah.
Just because he don't want to commit don't mean he will companionship.
Right.
He want to lay with somebody.
It shows up differently. Yeah, it definitely shows up differently, but I don't think that we all got the needs.
Right, that's why I'm like,
People
what's
just trying to
companionship?
have a exterior.
What's your definition of companionship?
But I think
Leave
that
the door
generally
open.
speaking, women are known to be more outwardly vulnerable and expressive, and so obviously it comes off there like women are needy, but no, we all have needs. You want to be respected. You want to be loved. You want to feel cared about. You want to feel like you're attractive to the person you're with. Like we all want the same stuff.
Is there such thing as a fair fight
Yeah,
when you're arguing?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call it a fight though.
Yeah, I want to call it fight. Fair and fight don't go together.
Okay, what is it called? A fair argument, a disagreement.
A discussion.
Can one person just put down their belief and let the other person win? Is that maturity or?
It can happen, depending on the situation. I mean, if we're talking about morals and values, that's something else. If we're talking about deal breakers, like yeah, if we're talking about surface level stuff. A lot of times, especially after the months build up and the years build up, it's like sometimes I can be a little sensitive and I can want to say something, but I'll be like, we doing this forever. Like,
So you don't say it?
it ain't me. Like, I know
Right.
whatever the tone might have been, or the however I could have like misconstrued it because we hear with well, how do I like to say it? I can't think of it now, but basically we hear through our trauma, and so sometimes we hear things, we hear tones that reinforces things or experiences that we've had before, so we'll shake it up in our head and make it mean something else,
Mm.
and that's our stuff. Like that ain't got nothing to do with him. So I'll be like, he loved me. He loved me real bad. So like, let me go see what he cooking for dinner.
So do you lose your single friends when you get in relationships, or can your single friends still be your friends and y'all kick it? Come on, Doc. You had your hand raised.
My hand is raised because I'm their single friend. So you do not lose your single friend because you have a healthy relationship.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, there are some people, maybe not you guys, but there are some people, they were like, no. Or with guys, the women be like, you know what? You can't hang with Dante no more. Because you out there, Dante be wilding out. And like, oh, girl, I'm just going to the club with Dante. We going bowling or whatever. No, you know how he is. That ain't never.
Oh, it happens. So
How y'all? Okay.
yeah, she's my friend. But I won't sit here and lie and say I haven't lost several. But they had to do it here. Well, no. Some
Here we go. God damn it, the truth gonna come out eventually. What happened?
one of the people at our wedding who was supposed to be like a significant part of our wedding ended up after the wedding expressed that she had some misdirected sadness. And that was the term, misdirected sadness towards our union and things. We just like couldn't.
She wanted to get with
Sometimes people
Lawrence.
struggle. No.
Oh,
Sometimes
damn.
people struggle with being happy when they're being happy for you when they're not happy for themselves.
I don't know. In the hood, that's called hate. So she was
is
hating
called
on
that
you?
in Haiti.
I mean, that's not called hate. What is it
In
called?
the hood, that's how they want to call it.
Oh, okay. So she wasn't happy that you didn't found your boo, and she's still out here dangling.
She went back.
Well, not dangling, but
Sometimes, it's just hard. It's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard to acknowledge that because you imagine saying that to somebody and having to like vocalize that out of your mouth. And sometimes we don't even know why we do the things that we do. Right. And so we just be out here doing stuff.
what she look like?
She
She was fine. Right. Okay. So she fine. She was like, damn, I wasn't fine enough. She what?
All my friends beautiful.
Oh, you that
See, a
person.
hater would be me being like, she
Oh.
ugly. Like, no, I'm not gonna be like, nah, she ain't not.
There's some people. Let's keep it real. They got to be the finest one in the bunch. Y'all know that. Yeah. That's some toxic
That's
shit.
So they need my card.
Yeah, you need to hook them up.
I got a lot of questions. Here's an interesting one. We're gonna shift the direction off of your relationship onto some other topics. What is your take on polygamy?
What the fuck?
Netflix had a series called The Polygamist.
Oh boy. Oh, is that the South African?
Jonas.
None of them look good.
Jonas.
Jonna.
Jonas has been dead.
Ay, 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 ay.
He got so mad I kept calling him Mr. Gamora.
So what's your
thoughts on polygamous? Polygamy. Hey, if you like it, I love it. What works for you. Don't work for me. I feel like one thing I love about relationships is that your relationship is customized to what you all want. I'm a firm believer in that. I don't think my ideology fits everybody else's. So get with a person, and that's the point. That's the point about being open and honest. Because when you are, you filter through all the BS. So get with somebody and be open and honest about your wants, desires, agree on it. And I mean, it's hard being in a relationship with two people. I can only imagine it being three or more. So I don't want that headache personally. But I personally think that you can do that. Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Uh-oh, she look.
It took work, did it not?
It took work.
It took work. I don't want that times two.
So we have another question, a bunch of questions online. Stephen Tucker said it's very important to listen to each other and don't over talk. So I thought that was good. Here's another question from Sean Davis. What does forgiveness actually look like in a healthy marriage?
What does forgiveness look like in a healthy marriage? Oh. First thing that came to my mind, we said there was patience. That was the first thing that jumped in my mind. It's patience. It takes time. Like you gotta, man, it's like one of those things that's like, it's almost like it's a storm, but it's like there's light on the other side, but you got to go through it, and just kind of preparing to go through it. Like if you're out at sea and you can't avoid the storm, okay, we do certain things to prepare, but we're gonna go through it. So patience. It takes patience because it's not permanent. But you gotta roll through it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Got another question. Do you truly believe that one person has the ability to be everything you need? And if so, yeah, is that realistically possible?
Absolutely. Why do I say that? Because I have it, and it's like at the end of the day, what I really need is is, is somewhere safe. When we think about what we truly need, we may have some desires and things like that, but it's like when you get to once you get to the core things,
Right.
all that other stuff don't even matter. It really don't. It'd be
Right.
so superficial. It'd be so superficial. So to me, a lot of those things don't even matter. But yeah, one person is I, it's more than enough um, to me. I think it's more than enough for everybody. I think a lot of times we don't get to really get to know people. Honestly, we don't. There's a lot behind us. And a lot of things is like as you get more comfortable with somebody, as you'll open up.
Right.
You see different sides and things like that. And it's like that's who you are at your core. A lot of, especially the African Americans, we can't even be ourselves out in public.
No doubt. Right.
So we got to wear these masks. We got to put on these facades or do these certain things. We got to switch it up in the corporate world. Then while you're driving your car, you get pulled over. You got to go home. Sometimes you got to put on this facade. I cry in front of my kids. Look, today's a hard day. I need time. I've seen my father cry twice in front of me in my life, but he's human. But I'm looking at him like he's not, and that's the problem. So it's just I'm so big on just being your genuine self because when you do that, if you're quirky, if you're weird, you're gonna find somebody that'll love you. Because she's a weirdo.
You weirdo?
Big
A big weirdo.
Wow. Okay. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to piggyback off that question about some of the community. In like this era of like dating, it's different. It's difficult dating now than it used to be. But as of lately, I've been hearing a lot of people say, um, maybe you just need to look at the person that you need versus the person that you want. And I'm like, well, why can't I have both? Um, is that true? Does that stand true? Am I, or would we be wanting too much to say, yeah, I think they have some of the things that I need. I also may want these things. Like, is that, or are we thinking too deep? Or are we should we just dive in and let it go? I don't know, But I hear that saying and that quote a lot lately of, hey, maybe you just need to be with someone who is what you need versus what you want, or like a person who like you type of stuff. But what is your thoughts and such?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
I think that in terms of oh yeah, know I just look. He shared my diagnosis. Oh my god, I was like,
What the
okay, wait, what was it again?
hell?
What you need
Right here.
versus what? So there we go, back on the bus. So I think the what you need versus what you want really, really matters most when you are making unhealthy choices. When you are like finding yourself in the bad boy cycle. That's like, come on now, we ain't 16. What you want and what you're just drawn to isn't the healthy thing that you actually need. So I think that really speaks volumes to those categories more so. But when you feel like you're trying to, choose intentionally, I think you still need to know what you need. You have to look at, am I choosing people and am I entertaining people based off of what is really going to make or break a relationship? And attractiveness can be a part of that. But it doesn't mean that like he gotta have all the things. this perfection, because nobody's perfect.
Right.
So is he going to respect you? Um, do you feel safe? So the intentional things are what you need to be kind of focused on and have a list. I say a real written list. What's my non-negotiables versus what are my preferences? Maybe I want them a little this. Maybe you just like you a more chestnut looking like a man. But
What the hell was all this? More hair, looking man, bro. You up here with Dark Gable and you like more hair, looking man. Ah, damn. Okay.
Can I piggyback? I wanted to piggyback off what she said in regards to the relationship. I think in today's society, my opinion, is that people are trying to build relationships. You're meeting someone and you're trying to change that person or make that person into whom you like them to be. You know what I mean? And so you're not necessarily, that person's not necessarily being themselves in the beginning of the relationship because they're trying to fulfill whatever that person's desire is. 6 months, a year later, when you truly want to become who you truly are, you run into problems because now that person is conditioned to who they expected you to be, initially.
It's too late.
Exactly.
It's too
So
late.
she had a question in regards to why it's hard dating now because you can't come 100 in the beginning.
Well, okay, so
There's
Greedy
signs.
Greg. So check this out. Check this out. I think it's simple. If you come into a relationship whole, you as that man or you as that woman, right? I think you automatically will attract someone that's whole, right? And not settle because when you're whole, you will never settle.
Come on, George.
So I think that when people when they're talking about this, it's because you're not complete, and it's not on that woman nor that man to make you whole. Is that fair?
yeah, no, you absolutely can't. And see, y'all here go to ADHD. I'm reporting all that.
Let me.
Tiffany, go ahead.
Give it to
George,
Doc.
I'm very impressed by your assessment because I do agree with that. I was waiting because I feel like that's why everybody should try to reflect and work on themselves and that they need therapy because a lot of times we are choosing mates based on the trauma that we're going through in that period
Exactly.
of time.
Yeah.
So if you chose this man when you were being abused or having problems at home, you're choosing him because he's probably doing the opposite and he's making you feel safe and he's providing what you need in that moment. But as we grow, we evolve and we learn and we become different people. So we have different needs because we've had different experiences. So you may choose another person and maybe you're choosing from a place of need when you choose that person. So if you understand yourself first and do the work on yourself and try to figure out what it is you actually want, it becomes more easy. But again, it's hard to date. I wouldn't say it's hard. I think people are being more intentional and not putting up with a bunch of stuff that they don't want to put up with because they've learned by doing the work
Right.
that they deserve more than that. And they're not and they would rather be alone. So but again, just like choosing a therapist, you still gotta go out and choose and see people, but you shouldn't be trying to make them fit a mold because that would never work anyway, even if it worked for a little while. So if you truly want, it all depends on what your intentions are. If you're dating for marriage, then you need to be, like George said, whole within yourself and trying to figure out who you are and what you will deal with and what you won't deal with. And then when you date somebody and they display that, like Lawrence was saying, then you know when to leave. And you don't feel like you have to stay because you don't want to be alone or there's some other kind of fear or attachment issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember, and then I'm gonna say this, right? I was about 13, and I remember I told my mother, I was like, "Mama, I'm bored," and my mother told me, "No, baby, you're boring." And that hit me like a ton of bricks. She said, how can you be bored with yourself? Right? And I carry that with me all these years later. How can you be bored with yourself? If you can't make you happy, no man or woman is going to do that. Happiness starts within.
I came across it when I had given up. I was like, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna start collecting the kind of year. But just to quickly follow up on that, this is why I'm such a firm believer in asking the intentional questions. I think somebody said like you can't be real upfront. Like you gonna have to get this real,
Right.
because I'm not going to. I can't fake it. I can't be anybody else but me. I don't want you to like anybody else but me. You don't like me for me. You need to move around so he can come and get me. Sad.
We got
Woo! I believe you.
hey.
Hey. So the gentleman over there, hello, thank you. He mentioned coming in 100. You're not coming in whole, and so we don't present ourselves whole. I'm whole. I'm whole. I'm 100%. So when you get me inside and out, I'm that person. I'm her. That list. Mention that list. That list is so important to say what is my every list 10 get 20 whatever. This is what I want and expect out of a partner. If I can't have that, then do I compromise or do I walk away? You have a choice if I'm going to play with you or I'm not. And when I decide I don't want to play with you, you know what you got to do. Kick rocks.
Well, damn.
Thank y'all so very much, and I'm just like that. And so I've been asked here because I've been coming in elements. Hey, why you always say about yourself? Because I'm single. Yeah, I'm single in the worst way, and that worst way is positive. So I get to pick and choose who I decide I'm going to spend that time with. And my social media, yeah, I got a lot of people out there, but guess what? If you're not him, you're not going to stand side by side, and I'm okay with that, and I have to be okay with that. So thank you so very much. So don't give up. Don't compromise. Get what you want, and tell me kick rocks if he can't give you what you want.
Shout out
Bye,
to
Felicia.
you.
Bye,
Shout out to you. That fairy tale thing, and people who you date will try to tell you that too. Like you just try to make you feel like your expectations are so much, and the reality is it's not. Because I really feel like now, unless some people got some work to do, and they may be, need to reel it in a little bit, but again, at the end of the day, a lot of us just want a safe space and to be loved. And so when you work on yourself, and you're ready to be in a relationship, the biggest thing is intentionally date. Have the hard conversations up front. Lay the cards out on the table because there's no escaping it. A lot of times what we do is we find somebody who's attractive and then we connect off of a vibe. We connect off of some surface level compatibility stuff. Oh, you like blue? I like blue. You like tacos? Me too. Then maybe a couple weeks in, if that, they having sex. The sex is good. Now I'm really hooked. And then I find out 3 months later, 6 months later, 9 months later that your morals don't align with mine. Your values don't align with mine. Your aspirations and like how you handle conflict, it don't work for me. But now I'm hooked because I like you and I love you and all of that love you. And now I'm spending another year or two trying to get out of something that I know wasn't gonna work for me because I was just hooked in. When I'd rather know if you're a good fit on some stuff that's actually gonna make or break a relationship on the front end,
Right.
then I don't know if I even need to care about your favorite color.
Oh, damn. We got a question in the back. Well, where we at?
I want to ask the question to those of you that's on the panel. I'll make a statement rather. Real love does not get to choose what version of a person you love. So if you have love for a person, you can't choose which version of that person you love, because to the lady's point, we all are evolving. And some person you woke up with today gonna be a different person tomorrow. So how do you handle or balance that if you say you have real love?
You grow. So there's love and there's also commitment. If we look at our definition of love is found in the good book. So it's patient.
Love is
That
patient.
comes
Love
with evolving. It's kind. It's so much more. And so when you really try to live by that and slow down, uh, to keep that in the forefront, then you can weather whatever. You can weather whatever. And again, that's why so many foundational things go back. Is there a safe space? Can you tell me what season you in, what you feeling, what you're not feeling in any category of our life, whether that's financial, career, sex, anything, and know that I'm gonna hear you. I'm gonna do my best to understand you, even if I don't see it the same way. We know how to talk through that. A lot of couples, they don't figure that out until
later on.
way, 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 way later. Um, so
Oh, good question.
being committed, because it's also a choice on top of that. Um, anything you want
Picking up where you left off, you said it's a choice. When people say it's a choice, like that choice is a commitment. So I always like to use analogies and things that you can equate to. Like I don't know, fitness works for everybody. You lose weight, gain weight, muscle, whatever. You know what this person looks like. If you choose to go to the gym every day, you are going to be in more shape. So if you choose that person every day, that means you're choosing to understand them better each day. You're choosing to be patient with them each day. You're choosing to recognize. We were doing demolition the other day, and everything went fine when we tore down our closet. But I realized my tone at a certain point was not the best. She didn't say anything about it. It was no arguments, agreements. But I'm always scanning and checking myself and seeing how I can do and be better. And I recognize like that was a tone of frustration. And I want to make mention of that to her and tell her I recognized it and, be mindful of that in the future because, okay, I know why it happened. I know what's going on, but I need to catch it before it gets to that level because I don't want to give her any of that.
You're a mature man dealing in a mature relationship. So only
Always this way.
I know you wasn't, but but that's maturity, and maturity has no expiration date. I don't think, and a lot of young brothers struggle with that, right? And I think that's where that therapy piece come in at,
Yeah.
So it's the maturity level, and I think that as black men, right? Uh, Dealing in relationships, be it marriage or whatever, in today's society, right? You have to make sure that you're grounded, right? Because if you're not grounded, you'll just be fluttering off in the wind, right? And therapy, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care. Therapy just became vogue within the last 10 to 15 years because now everybody is saying, "Hey, you need to go seek therapy."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That's all
absolutely.
I'm saying. Because prior to that, you know what we did as black men? We found other ways
Mm-hmm.
and to not deal with the real issues, right? But when therapy came along, it's like, okay, I got that outlet, right? But I know there's still people that say, "Hey, man, I go to therapy, but I only want to see African American male because he feels as though he could identify more to what that issue may be, opposed to if it was someone of another a race and definitely of another gender, and um, I I've never been to therapy. I know I probably need to go. Doc, don't look at me like that. I probably need to go, but if I go, I want to be able to ask my therapist a question. And one of the questions I want to ask him or her is that what do you do, right, when shit breaks down in your life, because no disrespect to no profession, that's a learned profession, right? But what do you do? Who do you talk to when the shit goes awry? Because let both of us go talk to him or her. Is that fair?
That's fair. My therapist is a great guy. I love and appreciate him because, and every therapist is different. That's the thing. You got to find somebody that you match with. Um, he was very open with me, and so he was a black man. And it was the first time I had a black male therapist. I had another therapist, a male therapist. His name was Mike. He was great. White guy, awesome, like great. But being with my other therapist, um, he made me feel comfortable,
Right.
and like I wasn't alone. The thoughts that I had, the things that I experienced, I was he I wasn't alone, and that helped me so much. So not every black male therapist is like that. It's different types and things like that. That's the therapist that uh, I I train to be because I believe in, like you said, it's a learned experience. One thing I respect and appreciate about my wife is that I watched her do the work real time.
Oh wow.
Watched her
Okay.
do the work in front of me,
Right.
which made me lean in and trust her even more because she's not just saying it, she's doing it. And when you're doing the work, it is challenging.
I bet.
It is challenging, just like anything else in life. Going to school, lifting weights, dieting, climbing the career ladder. It's challenging,
Right.
but there's a value to that. And so I I believe all therapists should be doing the work
Right.
because when you do the work with yourself, you can help others. Because now when that person's going through that point of evolution or whatever is going on,
Yeah.
you can relate to that. Like, yeah, I know exactly how
I
that
know.
feels.
Yeah.
It feels like this. So this is what I did during these times. This is what helped me. See if that helps you. So so it's definitely important for the professional to do their work because it's just not about we get the just like being a chef. Like
Right.
you can go to culinary school and learn the stuff. I don't mean you know how to cook.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you know how to cook. It means
Right.
you know how to read recipes and follow these things. And
You got the theory.
You can pass tests.
Yeah.
George,
But go ahead.
I didn't want to get off of that because I wanted to kind of like go piggyback off what you were saying. I'm from the old school, so a lot of the teachings, as far as men and women, I should say, came from my elders.
Mm-hmm.
And it was based on the experiences that they had, not only when we were children, but up until when they were up in age. So my question would be, what qualifications would you say you have being a young couple?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you're giving advice, say, to someone that's a little bit older than you.
The work is the work. It's so funny because even when I was in school and training, like I had couples that had been, they were 3 times, like twice my age. I won't say 3 times, like that's
Yeah. As you looking at me and shit. What the?
George.
Leave.
But even now, and that's why I said there's so many couples who like they are still learning to get their communication blueprint down, or vulnerability is a big issue for them.
Right.
And they've been married longer than I've been alive.
Will you stop looking at me? Damn, I'm not that old.
I mean, I'm just saying. And so that's why I say a lot of times it comes down to those themes that run across, because a lot of times in relationships you have the same core issues. It just shows up
Differently, yeah.
So if the issue is quality time, it might show up by one person being on their phone a little too much. Now the quality time is off. One person is on the video game a little too much. Quality time is off. And so it shows up so different. So it feels like we got so many issues because we're arguing about this, arguing about that, arguing about this. But the core of it is the same. We gotta get this quality time together. And so it's not about my experiences, because I know a lot of co-therapists who they have not been married. Just like I know some great coaches, I'm sure, in whatever sports that haven't necessarily played. But the quality of the training and that third eye view to help you bridge the gap between what somebody is saying and what they mean and what the other person is saying and what they mean. It's just a disconnect. And sometimes you just need that third party to come in and be like, hey, here's that gap. I'm gonna help bridge this and help you guys get to a place where you don't even need to rely on me once a week. That's the type of therapist I am. I want to get you the tools. I'm gonna teach you what I'm even doing so that you can do it yourself.
Get the hell on up out of here.
Get up out of here.
Hey, that's a perfect segue. Oh, okay. Got one question. Go ahead.
Okay, so you said how different people and the quality time is going to be different for different people, right? If I understood it correctly. Would you agree that with that conversation needs to be had? Because I think we're in a culture, we're in a time where people are so quick to, when you don't meet my checks, when you don't check my boxes, whether it be the quality time for the time on the game or too much time on the phone, that we are really quick to just check out and move around, give up, whatever you want to call it, as opposed to saying, hey, you know what? This is something that's been on my mind lately. It's been bothering me. However you address it, start that conversation to say that, hey, you know, when we're out to dinner, how about we put our phones away? Or, you know, I get home at 8 o'clock in the evening. You know, you've been here for 3 hours playing the game. You get home before I do. You know, give me some time. Communication, as opposed to just assuming that that other person knows what's wrong with you. And I'll just say it, men, we don't always pick up on these fucking clues.
Wow.
These lifelines that y'all throw out because you mad or you stop talking. I'm not a mind. As much as I would love to be, I am not a mind reader.
Damn.
No, you're absolutely right. The conversation has to be had.
Right.
Those are some of those things where those intentional conversations should be happening on the front end of dating. This is who I am. I'm more of an introvert, baby. I don't like to go out at 8 o'clock and be out and so and so. So it doesn't necessarily mean that because we're differently, we won't work. But I'd rather you have that conversation on the front end and figure out how do we navigate these differences and what can we agree on that's going to work for us before it just kind of happens sporadically. And now we are in the midst of a situation, and now we probably bumping heads because we didn't address this on the front end. And so that's part of that intentional dating piece. This is me.
Would you agree that even if not on the front end, even if something comes up later?
Absolutely. Because we change. And so I might, I'm more of an introvert now, but in 5 years or next year or anything, I might have to update him like, hey,
I ain't feeling it.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Hey, so check this out. That's a perfect segue because not only has Lawrence and Jalissa, they have amazing advice. They came up with a card game, right? Tell us about that, and let's read one of those questions off the card game. What was the game called again?
The compatibility deck.
The compatibility deck. Okay.
It's a card deck. It's 70 cards in there. It has a few different categories. You have questions, discussions, scenarios. Then you have some spicy questions in there. But I created this based off of the themes that I saw recurring coming in and out of therapy. And it's like, let me kind of do an index and identify what are some of the conversations that could have happened. And if they did happen, these people would have not have necessarily needed to come to see me in therapy. So what are these conversations that they could have had to avoid these issues?
One of those questions. I know.
So let's see.
This is real.
Deck. This is real.
This is real.
So one question is, what parts of yourself do you think are hard for others to accept or like? Um,
What part of yourself?
am I asking
Well,
her? Are you asking?
That's a part of
That's
the game.
so they sell a deck of cards. It's 70 cards. I bought the deck. My wife and I went through it, and we were just talking about this the other day. We were like, we gotta go back and find the cards, and so we could do it. We actually set aside time once a week. It was like every Monday night, and that's what we did was ask each other like 10 cards apiece.
Okay, well, answer that question then.
Repeat the question.
That one was pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Pretty deep. But it's
I know,
what
right?
parts of yourself do you think are hard for others to accept or like? I can answer that.
For me, probably like not getting enough sleep and working too much creates a grumpiness that some people call it.
Grumpy.
So right. So it's probably difficult for some people to accept, you know, um, like whatever mood I'm in because of lack of sleep and overwork, and that would be difficult. You know, so my wife has to adjust to that. Yeah, he could probably being my brother. So, but yeah, that would be something that she's had to adjust. Kind of my moodiness as it relates to my lifestyle.
And those things affect relationships. And so those are conversations that you need
Right.
to know.
What's another one? What's another one?
No, she forgot them.
Oh boy.
She forgot them. That's crazy.
But you can order them on their website. So what I've done is, if you go back and view this on Facebook or you, oh okay, but I mean you could use it on a friend's or you can scan the QR code. It's tied to their website, and you can go on their website, and I think you can order the cards from their website.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, one more question. One more question.
Yeah.
Or you can schedule an appointment and.
She called me. Another question. You said one more. Let me see.
Yeah. That one right there. That one right there.
I got a question for the audience. I have a question for the audience. If you're on a first date and somebody asks you your credit score, would you tell them?
Oh boy.
No, we gotta know.
No.
We gotta know.
No. If somebody say yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Who gonna tell their credit score? Raise your hand.
If you're gonna tell your credit score, raise your hand.
Raise your hand. You're gonna tell your credit score.
3, 4.
You said
a
first date?
Yeah.
So no, not the social.
Not the social. Just they want to know where you at. So for the people that didn't answer, I'm curious as to why.
Yeah, why you didn't answer? It's personal. It's like getting your social security number or something.
No, I mean, if you're 780 or 800, you ain't got no shame in your game. But if you're 520, maybe you'll rethink how you want to interact with that person.
So you think it might be shame?
Yeah.
But that could be a real thing, and it's so many reasons why people can have a low credit score. But that's something you can add, like, hey, look, it's this, but let me tell you, this happened, that happened. Take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, if you're not rocking
so
with
we talk about real questions
changeable,
or real conversations,
right?
Yeah. But also first date appropriate. Why wouldn't they? So here's the thing. You're saying like now,
wait, give her the mic. Give her the mic. I want to hear that.
Dating intentionally.
Say that again.
So you're saying that if we're dating intentionally and it's purposefully in us dating, then that is a legit question to ask on a first date?
I'm just saying if somebody asked you that, I wanted to see who would answer and who would say no.
My girlfriend had a good answer.
My answer was no, because I wouldn't know that person's intention behind it. So if you do have a 780 and maybe the person is looking to
scam you.
Exactly.
And that could be a fair reason. Be like, look, this 2026, I'm not even about to give you what bank I'm with, if I got Chase, Cash App, none of that stuff.
Because of their credit score?
Because people be scamming.
Okay.
It's like we on a date too, you might try to get my card, and now you got my credit score.
Yeah.
That might be the question that they trying to use to determine if they're gonna steal your credit card or not.
All right,
Mm.
here's another really good question. So
Damn.
one of the questions came from Zeb over there, who's a pastor. And so somebody sent me a note saying, compare your therapy style and techniques versus pastoral counseling. What do you think the value of each approach is, or isn't?
Good question.
So
I thought so.
I don't do pastoral counseling, but I do integrate faith if clients request that or are looking for that. I have a faith-based statement on my website under my bio page so that people can understand what my faith is and that they can integrate that. So sometimes that can look like we are incorporating scriptures into therapy homework. We are incorporating faith-based concepts and how they mirror so many therapy things. And techniques and tools for couples. Part of your therapy homework might be praying together. And so, if you're looking for that specifically, then I would say try to find someone who specializes in faith-based counseling. But it doesn't always have to. So just because your therapist might be of faith doesn't mean that you're going to spend your sessions in your 50 minutes or 60 minutes talking about, the Lord, the Bible. You might feel like, look, I got that on lock with church and on my own, and so I'm here for just the therapeutic tools, and that can be fine. That's the great thing about therapy. It literally is your time, and if you find the right therapist for you, then you have exactly what you need in the way that you need it.
Okay, got another one.
So another statement online was, it helps when you surround yourself. This is going back a while because these questions have been here. It helps when you surround yourself with other couples that are positive and will be honest and tell you when you're wrong. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um,
Individuals too, not just
Yeah.
couples.
in your opinion, as a society, we're becoming emotionally healthier, or are we just becoming better at justifying why we leave relationships?
Damn.
I mean, I think that there's a lot of justification out there for why we need relationships. I think we do need relationships. Um, but I think that depending on what you mean when you say society, it's a lot of people out here. I don't have the numbers. Uh, Mental health is becoming more acceptable, and so I think we are growing in that direction. But unfortunately, we still have a long way to go.
Okay. This is from our own bar star Danny, who's not here tonight. She says, I find that our childhood and how we were raised is a huge factor in our approach to relationships. Culturally, we tend to shy away from it because oftentimes it's painful and traumatic. Do you find that helping a client unpack these things in the beginning of the sessions usually helps with their overall relationship outcome?
Wow.
I don't think that you know. I'm not sure if the emphasis of the question is on the beginning piece, but I don't think that it has to be in the beginning. Some people aren't ready. There are some people who come into therapy and even within themselves, they really believe they're coming in for one thing, and then it might seem a
Unpack.
little surface
Yeah,
level, and
yeah.
then a couple months in, it's like, oh, well, also insert trauma. Like at the end of the session, it's like, what? Okay. So sometimes you need that space to build up that comfort because, especially culturally, we don't always trust too many people. I gotta feel you out. I gotta trust you with my little stuff if I can trust you with my big stuff, and that can take some time, and that's okay.
You know, I, I think where we're at today, right, um, as a society, and for people that smoke cigars, I'm sure you'll find a lot of people that would say that they find therapy in smoking cigars,
Mark
right?
has a T-shirt on that says that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So they and there'll be those that'll say, well, I'm not gonna go and seek medical attention when I can go and get tobacco attention by smoking a cigar, right? And being around brothers or sisters and it's like, yo, I had a bad day, or this is going wrong, and you got a lot of therapists in here who are doctors of the leaf. I mean, or is it just me? I mean, there's a lot of us, right? And I think that um, what's missing is that other piece, because you don't smoke cigars every day, all day, right? And to find brothers like Lawrence is rare. It's rare, and I don't mean that in any way other than there'll be guys like, hey man, you tell your wife everything. No, dog, you can't do that, man. No, man, it's the bro code and all, and I'm sure you've experienced and heard that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's like I ain't gonna tell nobody business. Like sometimes they'll watch like, hey, don't tell. Like I'm not gonna tell your personal business, but my business. Oh yeah, she's doing everything.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
it wasn't something that came easily either. It didn't come off of day one. I've been a very open person, but then when it gets to certain points, it's
Yeah.
like that looks like conflict of intention. I'm gonna go the other way.
Right.
So we're just gonna avoid that. But once you break that wall down, man, it makes everything so much easier.
That's good.
Let me
Everything's so
follow
much
up
easier.
with that with a question
That's good,
in the
bro.
chat. It says, on the topic of being open while dating, were the panelists completely open about their quirkiness at the beginning of the relationship in an effort to be above board and transparent, or did they open did the openness occur over time as they became more and more familiar and trustful as a result of a slow and honest dating process?
Me.
Wow.
I'm quirkier. I mean, I was as open as I was informed. This diagnosis was newer to me. I thought that a lot of stuff that I experienced were just personality quirks. And so I was like, yeah, I'm saying I'm a little spoiled. Um, I'm a little impulsive. Like I wake up and be like, I want a tattoo and I'll get it. So he knew what I knew about me in real time.
Right.
And I kept him updated in real time. And some stuff he experienced was like,
oh no,
that's
I did
not
that.
quite whatever. That's not quite normal. And I'm like, oh, it's not. And so we had that open dialogue, but I think for him it took a little more time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I ain't trusting people.
Ah.
I ain't trusting people. No.
There you go.
I wasn't even looking for a relationship when I met her. I was even having fun.
There you go.
I was.
There you go.
And I mean, and I told her that in the beginning because she caught me off guard. But as far as telling her everything, I wasn't doing that in the beginning because I've had people use my stuff against me. And so that's the work of, okay, if I want to really give us a chance,
Right.
I can't do the same things I've always done.
Right.
I can't not share. Because just because I share and maybe it don't go the best way or the way I thought it was supposed to go in my head, that doesn't mean it was bad or it was wrong. But she's always been accepting of everything. And it's like one thing where for myself, I had to get out of my own way because of what I would make up in my head and believe what's going to happen versus what actually happens. And so what I believe is going to be way worse than what actually happens. And so it took time. It definitely took time. It's crazy to say that because I've only known her for 3 years. So
Whoa, wait a damn minute. Y'all only been knowing each other 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years. Been married for 2.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, I got a question, George, online. In your opinion, has the language of therapy become oversaturated and misused online to the point where people are misdiagnosing each other for the sake of views?
Oh damn.
For sure. And I think it's a component of that in a lot of fields, whether it's medical or psychotherapy. There are some bell ringing buzzwords. Everybody's a narcissist. Everybody has always used bipolar um, wrong. And so I think it just kind of unfortunately comes with the territory. It does happen. But my hope is that even with some of these things being wrong, it encourages people to do their own research. Look at this stuff.
Right.
Look at the actual criteria. It's right there in black and white. It'll tell you. You got to check off this many of these boxes in this column, and these many boxes in this criteria, in this boxes in this column to be narcissistic or to be bipolar. Like it's not hiding. It's out there in plain language. We get ChatGPT and all kind of stuff. So unfortunately, it does happen, but you can educate yourselves.
I'm an Aquarius. Come on,
Me
we are.
too.
Yeah.
You an Aquarius?
Yep.
When's your birthday?
218.
Damn, 212. I
Look at
knew
God.
it. Yeah.
Hey,
Come on.
this is an interesting question.
You laugh too hard.
Do you
I know
have
she laughed too
significant
damn hard.
experience working with all pronouns or the LGBTQ community?
You said, do we have significant experience with what?
Working with the pronouns
Oh, the
or the
pronouns.
LGBTQ community.
I have worked with various clients. I've had different pronouns. I've had some transgender clients, couples. Um, yeah, we've had all kind of people come for therapy. Come for couples, individual.
A lot of couples.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Is the cultural norm of marriage preferable to being single?
Uh-oh.
The cultural norm
Of marriage
of marriage.
preferable to being single?
I think it depends on who you ask.
I said
the
individual.
cultural, I guess, so it's like, is the cultural,
Societal norms.
societal norm for marriage?
Switching.
I feel like that's people's goals. I mean, I would say yes. I don't know. That's a tough one to answer for me. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? I'll say this. I think because people are so set on career first. And remember when someone talked about credit scores? So I think that kind of takes precedence, right? Because once you figure, I got this, right? I got the job, I got the money, I got the crib, I got that. Now let me go ahead and get this romance part down. That it's messed up that like when you guys said do you look at credit scores, right? Because some people will try to use that against. Because, bro, you are rare, right? No. So check this out. Because and it's everybody is not as open, right? And that's where the maturity part comes in at, right? A lot of brothers, maybe not all of us in here, but maybe me, we're not there, right? So that's why I say that. And we self-diagnose and we want to project and tell you, right? Because I think every all the brothers in here are probably older than you, right? And looking at you like, well, damn, this dude ain't got it figured out. Or, nah, bro, keep living.
I'm figuring it out every day.
And you're figuring it out every day. So, um, uh, yeah, I just think that once my bottom line is be whole, be whole. Try to find the wholeness in who you are, and you will attract that same energy, right? So, having said that, I want my office next to Dr. Tiffany, right?
You gotta
And
go to therapy first.
Yeah.
huh?
You gotta go to therapy.
Shit, it's gonna be simple.
You gotta do your work.
I did my work. Brother, come in. Hey man, this shit was. Brother, come in. Hey, Greedy Greg, come in. Hey man, this is what's going on. I'm like, well, dude. Hey man, forget that. Don't waste your time. Don't be sitting up here giving free rent to a mug in their space, you know, or Chris. Hey man, my wife say I'm grumpy. Nigga, go to bed. Get you some sleep. Then you won't be grumpy. You know, that's hey, it's simple. I ain't got time for all that. You know, little kid. Dude, if you don't know your daddy, I don't know your daddy. So you just got a lot of uncles coming in and out your.
That's right. So I'm gonna make sure you have our card. So after you say that, you can slap on our card.
Oh yeah. Y'all need that yin yang. But you know what? On a serious note, and I know time is winding down. As always, I appreciate you too. I love what you guys are doing and bringing Doc with y'all, Dr. Tiffany. Um, if you could not have a therapy session, but just have a drink or go to dinner with anyone, who would you want to have that dinner with? Rich, famous, dead or alive?
Maybe I should go with the first answer that came to mind.
There you go.
Michael Jackson.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Okay, light skinned Mike or dark skinned Mike?
It don't matter.
You want to have dinner with Michael?
Yeah.
Shambon. Okay, Lauren. Damn, Michael Jackson. I like that.
Me? My dad.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Is he still with us?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To show him who you evolved into. Do you have any traits of your dad?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. I'm not show him nothing. I'm like, hey, nigga, you should have told me how hard this was gonna be. Like,
right.
You should have been more vulnerable. I got a bone to pick with you now.
Right.
No, just to have a beer with him. Like, just have a beer with him and talk to him. And like, you know,
that would be dope.
It'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope. Tiff?
I'm laughing because I was going to go with celebrity, and my celebrity for everything is always Michael Jackson. Who's your favorite dancer? Michael Jackson.
Really?
I think he's very interesting. I think his life is very interesting. I feel like I can get so much just from conversation with him, like his family background, how he persevered, how resilient he was, each phase of his life. Like, man, that's really interesting.
That is. Well, you know who mine is, right?
Especially from a therapeutic standpoint.
You know what?
Mary J. Blige.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, and we gon' yeah. I think I have a lot to offer and to give her. Oh fuck yeah, but without a shadow of a doubt.
Are we still live? Okay, make sure you get close up.
No, because again, I mean, she's just amazing. She's the greatest female entertainer in the world.
Not Janet.
Janet who? Jackson? Oh, please. Miss Nasty? No, nobody. Not Beyonce, nobody. And we definitely ain't gonna bring Whitney into it. May she rest.
She don't even have to be brought.
So, but hey, thank you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Lawrence and Jaleesa and Tiffany.
Dr.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And continued success. And do we have all contacts where folks can either get the cards or just come and pay you guys a visit? Is everything on social media?
I think so. We are on www.revampedrelationships.com.
And it's on social media. So if you go to our Facebook page, you can just scan the QR code, or our YouTube page. Kind of put it up throughout the interview, and it'll take it right to your website.
So thank you so much.
Shut up, Chris. Grumpy Chris. Chris, I know you're grumpy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what Grumpy Chris does. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
believe
See,
you.
that's
I don't believe it at all. No.
Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, audience, for the questions and participating.
Are there any more questions? Joe?
Are there any more? We got one more. Oh, this is gonna be good. Greg, you got a lot of shit on your mind, boy. Greg got a lot on him.
Okay.
Because, like I said, this is a safe space.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
My question is to the gentleman. I know you mentioned earlier in the conversation that you tell your wife everything,
Yes, sir.
and I don't have a problem with that. I said now, in order for a man, since there's some men in here, to get to that space, she had to create an environment for you to be able to do that continuously.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, you made that statement and said, okay, I tell her everything and it just goes from there. Like, you had to open up at some point, and she received it and she gave you some advice where you felt comfortable enough to, continue along that line. So my question would be for not to her, when men open up in a way where, like I said, you may not be the ideal, conversation, whatever the case may be, how do you handle answering those types of questions to where he feels vulnerable enough to continue to talk to you?
Why not judge it? Making sure that you're listening in a headspace where everything isn't a personal attack. You're not defensive. Defensiveness is one of the biggest blocks of being able to really understand why somebody.
I want you to speak as a woman because
Damn.
Yeah.
no, because again, when you're talking to women, unconsciously, women sometimes judge men, and that's why they're so apprehensive in opening up sometimes because it may come up in an argument where they repeat and you're attacked on what you were vulnerable about. You know what I mean? So that automatically will shut a man down. He will never open up again.
That's that fair fight.
Vulnerability is very, very precious. And so when somebody is giving you their vulnerability, especially when it's already hard for them to do so, and I believe that men have it harder out here because if society says one of you gets to cry and be emotional, the women do. The women get to have that. The men don't get that luxury. And so when that is being brought to you, being able to try your best. I think the number one rule when somebody else is being vulnerable with you is to try your best to understand why they feel how they feel based on who they are. It's not about you. It's not about how you would have responded. It's not about how you felt in that situation. They are talking to you about them and how they feel. If you can't tune into that, you're not doing your job. Um, Also, how we responded, it doesn't mean that you have to go for anything, that you have to be treated any kind of way, that you have to be happy about what they are sharing. You're human too, and so you can have feelings about what's being shared. But am I about to pop off? Am I going to berate you? Am I going to emasculate you? It's a lot of stuff that I even see on social media where women are tearing down men because they shed a tear. They were vulnerable and emotional. We're human. Jesus wept. If we can't, then you need help. And so I think that when women are showing you that they are not willing to handle your vulnerability, you got to take that in and stop trying to force the issue. You can either tell that woman how she's affecting you and what you need from her, and she's going to work on that, and you're going to see that work in real time, or she's not. You're going to see change or you're going to see patterns. It is your job to trust yourself to move around no matter how invested you are with your heart, no matter how invested you are with your loins, especially if y'all not married. You just dating, you out here. You're not the person for me. Because this is what I need in order to be the best version of myself where I can be vulnerable. I don't want to have to hide and keep things um, to myself and everything. That's not the type of relationship I want to be in. So you have to trust you and move around from people who aren't willing to do the work for that common goal.
All right, that's a good one. Again, thank you guys for sharing. Once again, continued success with all that you guys are doing with revamp relations and
Relationships.
that too.
Relations.
All of that. The relations, the relationship.
All of it. All of it. Right? I mean, I had a strong island iced tea. Thank you to the bar star. And what we got? We got a nut. This is overtime now. Oh, this gonna be good. This brother right here. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna wait till after dark.
Okay.
Okay, well, stand on up there. Hey, look, thank you guys. And August is coming up next week, and we have some amazing guests that it's gonna come and sit in the seat, right? One brother is probably one of the cleanest dressing brothers in Chicago, and he's a cigar smoker. His name is Eric Knowles. He's gonna join us, and we have a brother that I'm excited to talk to because I haven't seen this brother in a while. Mario Griffin, aka Stogie Life, is going to come and sit down with us, and we got some more people coming up. And in August, we also have Cigars, Coffee, and Conversations coming up, right? And Chris, we have other announcements. The Ladies Collective. Oh, you all would be amazing on the Ladies Collective. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The host is Shoshana Yarbrough, right? And this sister
So
right
we
here.
also have Cigar Mike, and then Tyler from Embassy.
Hey,
26.
okay, let me go back. Let me go back.
And then we have George Daniels for Cigars, Coffee, and Conversation.
George Daniels, right, from George's music from back in the day, is going to sit down and have a conversation with us for Cigars, Coffee, and Conversation. That'll be the third Saturday in August. So, re-announcing the lineup for August, we have Eric Knowles, we have Mario Griffin, we have Cigar Mike. Cigar Mike is from Atlanta, right, who's going to come up here, and we have Tyler Brandon. Tyler is all spirits, all spirits. Um, uh, um, he's an amazing young man that's gonna really, you guys are gonna be in for a treat on all of that. So we want to thank you all for tuning in and staying with us. Thank you to the audience again for the questions, and that is it. And we want to thank our sponsors once again: Vibe Coffee, LT Mechanical, and Ed Frank Cigars. So please enjoy your weekend. Be safe. This rain has been killing us, right? Oh my God, this rain has been killing us. So let's be safe out here and let's continue to love on each other. All right. George Outlaw, peace and love.